Hi everyone, welcome back to Mike on Mike. We're doing Pop or Flop. Some new movies are out today. I'm going to be back to my regular schedule in the next week or two. This is the only time I have right now. We're going to be checking out a couple of movies. The first one that I want to check out is We Bury the Dead, which came out last week and wasn't able to check it out. So I'm going to watch that one first, and then I guess I could guess how it's going to do, even though it's already performing. Then we'll check out these films. I just watched Greenland 1. I did not like that movie. It's just so dumb. It's just such, I don't know. It's really, I don't know, very weird movie. The only reason it's getting a sequel is because of the budget is 40 million or 35 or something. So they only have to make 70 million. 80 would be amazing. 100 would be a blockbuster for them. But I don't know. I didn't like the first one. I thought they were going to do the whole thing in that one. I thought they were going to do different stuff in the first one. I didn't. It's a little, I don't know. It's a little weird movie. So it's kind of a strange film. I'm not sure if I liked it really. I watched it because the second one is out, so I've at least seen the first one. Primate opens wide. Paramount Pictures. Interesting. Primate. It's like a caveman movie, maybe. I don't know. I Was a Stranger. Angel Studios. Who did David? Interesting. Okay. And then Is This Thing On? By Searchlight Pictures. So Is This Thing On? So I'm not familiar with any of these movies. The first one to check out is this We Bury the Dead. Okay, an hour and a half. But with Daisy Ridley and Brendan Thwaites. Look at him. Pretty crazy, huh? After a catastrophic military disaster, the dead don't just rise, they hunt. Ava searches for her missing husband, but what she finds is far more terrifying. So this looks like it hinges on a twist, which is going to be far more terrifying. So maybe it's like the dad or the family maybe is like made the zombies maybe or something. But again, it's like how much faith do you have for them to have a good twist? Like maybe the dad created the zombies to go after the daughter or something, right? Like, what else? Oh, I'm sorry, husband. Her missing husband. It doesn't matter. Maybe the husband is behind the zombies is what I'm saying. Like what twist, right? Her husband is the king of the zombies and he can speak and talk. That'd be a crazy twist. We haven't really seen zombies talk. So that could be kind of cool. That would be a pretty crazy twist. This is a body horror, monster horror, zombie horror thriller. All right, let's check out this trailer, okay?
Tragic images emerge following the deployment of an experimental weapon.
Next, please.
I'd like to join the body retrieval unit.
Who was down there?
Just a little farther.
My husband.
I want to make a difference.
There should be a way to get to the highway without them spawning us.
I know what you're going through, but if you find your husband, I hope you understand what that could mean.
The odd ones that do come back online are docile. You have nothing to fear.
You want to know why only some of them come back? They're the ones with unfinished business.
Is it true what they're saying?
They're getting more hostile by the day.
Just a little further. Just a little further.
Just a little further.
I mean, it looks like something. I hate the jump scares. I am so sick of these jump scares. They don't have to do a jump scare, I think. I literally think that you're going to see the thing anyways. You're going to see Pennywise. You're going to see Aunt Gladys from Weapons. You're going to see the villain. And you don't, like, remember when in Skyfall, whichever one with Javier Bardem, it's like a long shot. Like, he just goes on the elevator and gives a monologue all the way up to the camera. No jump scare. That is very scary. Like the villain, you know what I mean? Like seeing the villain in a certain way, you don't need that. You don't need jump scares. You need, like, if it's built up, you can create horror out of anything, you know, okay, well, that trailer looks good. I guess it looks like something's going on. I'm sick of the jump scares. It's so annoying. You can make things scary without that. You don't need to do that. When the bad guy in Skyfall, whichever one with Javier Bardem, he literally walks on the stairs. It's like a long take, and he walks up to the camera while doing a monologue, while monologuing. You don't need jump scares anymore. Or there's other ways. There's just other ways to, like, be scary and stuff. So I'm surprised. I thought that the whole movie's going to be finding the husband. If Brenton Thwaites is the husband, then that happens very early on, which was what I'm saying is he's a zombie, but somehow like a vampire or something, he can control it maybe or something. I don't know. Wouldn't that be the twist? After a catastrophic military disaster. So it must have been like done on purpose, you know? Like, what other twist could there be? She's a zombie. She's a zombie, and she sees them as zombies, but they see her as human because she's a zombie. Oh, she sees them as, you know what I mean? But in reality, you know, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but you know what I mean? They're seeing each other as zombies, basically. You know, they see her as a zombie, they're humans. She's seeing them as zombies, but she's a zombie, they're, you know. So maybe that? I don't know. Wow, and Zach Hilditch, literally written and directed all 2025. This is 2024, but the year of writer-director. That's crazy. Daisy Ridley, Brenton Thwaites, and Mark Cole Smith. Very interesting. Test Ava Clay Riley. Interesting. A lot of unknowns, I guess. Very cool. 52 reviews, so we'll check a few of them out. 52 reviews, 7 out of 10 stars. Drama interrupted by a few zombies. And he still gave it a 7. I feel like you can be more honest and give it like a 4. You know, no, I guess it's because like it's not bad. It's just poorly done. It's got all the shots. It looks like a movie, you know. So it's not bad. There are really bad films. Drama interrupted by a few zombies. I dozed off during We Bury the Dead. Well, to be fair, it was during South by Southwest last summer, and I was exhausted from watching so many movies, and because of that, I didn't review it. But now that it's January and the film is in its wide release, I want to give it another shot. I'm happy to report that I didn't fall asleep. What? I didn't fall asleep. Steve Ramsey, Shade Studios. I don't want to call it so burn, but there are certain horror films that lead into this pacing. Of course, every film is different and there are varying degrees of the style. But if you watch a lot of horror, you'll know what I'm talking about. A common trait is that these are marketed as horror films, but more accurately are dramas with horror elements. Interesting. This isn't a deal breaker, especially if the drama and pacing build to a big, unexpected, or satisfying payoff. We Bury the Dead starts with an interesting premise and a bit of a new take on the fully saturated zombie subgenre. The United States has accidentally set off some sort of bomb and off the coast of Tasmania, killing every human on the island. Oops, sorry. The implications are fascinating and would be a topic worth exploring, but that's a different story. This explosive faux pas has a side effect. Occasionally some of the dead are reanimated or come back online. Just call them zombies. Why do zombie movies want to exist in an alternate universe where zombie movies have never existed? Interesting. Here they look like zombies. Some rage after the living like zombies and following the headshot rules of being a zombie. It's never established if they eat people or can transmit the infection with a bite, though. Also, they don't seem to pose a huge threat, but that's not what the story's about. So it's a zombie movie as a vehicle to carry a relationship story or a love story. Ava is an American who has flown to Tasmania as an effort to find her husband, who's there on a conference. Bet she'll wish it had been in Vegas. She needs some sort of closure. Is he dead, or a zombie? Okay, I feel like that's the twist. She joins a crew of volunteers who work to clean up the island and, well, bury the dead. It's a monumental task with dead bodies decomposed all over the place. I really like these scenes showing off a little of these logistics. Front loaders scooping up people and dumping them into mass graves. Again, I feel like the movie touches on telling stories that I would rather see told. Instead, We Bury the Dead is a drama focusing on Ava's grief and her determination to reconnect with her husband. Told through brief flashbacks, we learn that their marriage was going through a rocky period and hubby left for Tasmania on an unhappy note. Okay, so I'm not sure if Brendan Thwaites is playing the husband. Okay. In order to get to the conference center where her husband was staying, Ava has to break ranks with the tightly run military operation and go deep into the country on her own. She enlists some help with the charming and handsome Clay, played by Brendan Thwaites, who agrees to escort her to Hobart, all the way on the southern end of the island, and we have a road trip movie, which gives us time to understand Ava's modern motivations and learn more about her marriage. Oh yeah, there was some sort of zombies along the way. Just a few, nothing to get too worked up about. They look super cool, and the makeup effects are top-notch. It looked like it. But for the most part, I'm not exactly sure what they bring to this film. I mean, the exact same story could have been told without them. Maybe just with roving bands of people who somehow survived. I'm not sure why a lot of zombie movies want to downplay the zombies to the point where they seem like more of an annoyance than anything. I guess the big theme here is that some of the dead become zombies because they have unfinished business. It's really an interesting concept shown through several scenes in which the zombies all have behaved differently. Some have rage while others are quietly dealing with their own trauma. Kind of cool. They become a metaphor for Ava's unfinished business. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is literally using the zombie concept to tell another story, I guess. We Bury the Dead is a pretty good drama road trip exploration of grief film that's interrupted here and there with zombies. The acting is good. The wasted landscapes look great. And the special effects are solid. I think it will resonate with plenty of people. Just make sure you're well rested before watching it. Maybe they're just like, that sounds like this, like, people are burnt out on the zombie genre. And now it's like, okay, so mine's going to be a little zombie, but there's a love story or whatever. I don't know. Interesting. 6 out of 10, a somber zombie drama, not quite a horror film. Interesting. 5 out of 10, mediocre zombie movie. Positives. The story starts off interesting with the initial setup. You have a good cast with Daisy Ridley, Mark Coles-Smith, and Brendan Thwaites, who are giving fine for performances. There are zombie moments that can be scary. The gore is quite good with practical effects. And finally, the movie was really short at 95 minutes long. I feel like that's really good. It forces you to cut all the fat. Just get straight to the point. Negatives. The movie is really boring with the execution. The movie is mostly people standing and doing nothing for almost the entire runtime. The movie barely does anything with the zombies. And finally, I don't understand what the purpose of this movie was supposed to be. Overall, We Bury the Dead is a mediocre start for horror movies in 2026, but it also makes sense why this movie was released in January. Why couldn't it was filmed already? Halloween was right there. I don't understand that. 2 out of 10, boring plot. 1 out of 10, Jesus. 3 out of 10, trauma and despair. 7 out of 10, a good zombie movie for people who aren't crazy about zombie films. 6 out of 10 had potential. 6 out of 10, refreshing and scary again. Almost watchable. Okay, well, there you go on that. Let's check out the budget and we will guess how much it will do. So far it's made $2 million. The budget, I bet you it's a lot. $2 million. Yeah, 2 million. Yeah, this probably flopped. Yeah, definitely probably flopped. I mean, here it says 84%, right? But 46%, which those reviews definitely reflect. Now we'll check out Greenland 2, Migration. PG-13, hour and 38 minutes. I did not like the last one. I don't get it. It was very weird. I don't think I liked it. Disaster survival action adventure sci-fi thriller. The surviving Garrity family must leave the safety of the Greenland bunker and embark on a perilous journey across the decimated frozen wasteland of Europe to find a home. Interesting. Director Rick Roman Wow. Writers Mitchell LaFortune and Chris Sparling. Starring Gerard Butler, Marina Baccarin, and Tommy Earl Jenkins. Let's see what this guy has done before. It says The Shot Caller. Oh, I didn't see that one. Angel Has Fallen. Greenland. Shelter. Is that it? Let's see. Greenland 2. Oh, wow. Oh, so he's kind of started? He's written a bunch. Snitch. He's written all of this. So, and then upcoming is Shelter and Renegotiate. That's coming out this year. So, I wonder why he got attached to this. And Shelter and Renegotiate. How weird. And then the writers of the movie, what did they write before? Mitchell LaFortune, Last Breath, Kandahar, which... that sounds like a different movie. Greenland 2, The Gone World. And then the other guy, Chris Sparling, looks like Buried, The Sea of Trees, The Atticus Institute, and ATM. Interesting. Down Call. 5.3. Wow. I can't believe Greenland got 6.4. I guess it's not terrible, but it's just, I guess a 6 would have been fine. The Warning, Mercy, The Sea of Trees. Wow, these have really low ratings. Buried 16 years ago. Buried did really well. Is that it? That's it? Black Tide's writer. So I don't know. The reason there's a sequel is because the budget is 30 million or whatever. And they made 76 whatever or something. So very interesting. That's the only reason that this exists. Okay, let's check out the trailer.
What is that? The storm?
No, that's not a storm.
The night before our wedding, my dad took you aside. What did he say to you?
He said to build a better world together. To build a world led by kindness and compassion and understanding. One not just worth living in, but living for.
And they made me promise something. That I would take care of you. And our son. Till my last breath.
I don't know. Very weird. I don't know. I'm very mixed on this movie. The trailer is good, I guess. Doesn't give away the plot. That's nice. Yeah, not a bad trailer. Definitely very cool. Gerard Butler, Marina Baccarin, Tommy Earl Jenkins. Pretty cool. First movie, this year's different. Last year, right? The year of writer-director, all right? Just to save some money. So now the studios should have some extra money that they can get a separate director to direct it and a person and someone else to write it. Well, back to the old ways. Let's see what else there is. I think it's a sequel, whatever. This is so weird. Songlands, Billy Emerson action. The Gerard Butler starring Greenland sequel. Sold to SCX at $75 million. The sequel was originally announced in June with Butler and co-star Marina Baccarin confirmed to return, and original director Rick Roman-Waugh also attached. I don't know. I don't think I get this movie. I don't know. I'm not sure why I don't get it. It's pretty weird. And so I guess there's zero reviews, and no budget. So I'm going to say the budget's going to be $50 million probably. It's usually doubled from the last movie, if not maybe a little bit more. And I think this movie, since it's a sequel, people are going to want to go see it, right? Because it's the continuation of the story and they can find out what's going to happen. So I think maybe a little bit more, 80 million, maybe 90 million, possibly 100 million, but yeah, so I'd say 80 million. And then maybe, I don't know, at the end of its run, 90 million. But we'll see. The next film you can check out is called Primate. Rated R, an hour and a half. Man, that is hilarious. An hour and a half is the perfect runtime. I'm amazed when people can get a movie down into 1.5 hours. You can follow it better. First 30 minutes setting up. Second act, let's see what's going on. Third, a twist. Whoa, and then the end. It's like it's no wasted time. Like it's like get to the point. You don't need all of that unless you have like 2 story ideas, like or 3, like Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Jeez, too much. Too much. Too many things that are going on that culminate into something. I don't get it. So this movie might do well with that. A group of friends' tropical vacation turns into a terrifying primal tale of horror and survival. What? 6 out of 6 stars. Johan Roberts. The year of writer-director. Crazy. 2025. Everyone. Write and direct your own movies, okay? Johnny Sequoia. Jess Alexander. Troy Kotsur. So this is Troy Kotsur? Who is this? I saw something earlier with their name on it. I don't know. Let's see who these actors are. Let's see. Johnny Sequoia. Interesting. Jess Alexander, Hannah. Victory Wyant, Kate. And Troy Kotsur, Adam. So he's part of the main cast. Gia Hunter, Benjamin Chang, Charlie Mann. A lot of unknowns. We will see in the future films which one of these people, are funneled up to the top. And these 3, definitely, I bet you they've been in the back for the past 5 years, 10 years. This guy, I bet you he's been in a lot of films. Let's check out the trailer and see if it's any good.
911, what's your emergency? He's acting crazy. He killed all the others. Who killed the others? We're in Hawaii, baby.
This is crazy. This is home. There's someone I want you to meet. This is Ben.
What in the...
Andy wants to shake my hand?
Yeah. Hi, Ben. Our mom rescued him, and now he's part of our family.
Ben, happy.
He's kind of cute. Yeah, right?
Ben,
something bite him?
Ben? There's something wrong with Ben.
Hey, what happened? It's me, Lucy. It's okay.
Ben can't swim!
Lucy, bad. Bad. Bad.
You're in the phone. Try recent calls. Yes, it's ringing. Brad, listen to me. We need help.
Oh, you need some help?
Send somebody.
Go! 911, what's your emergency?
Here, just send the police. He found me.
What's up? Sure this is the right place?
Who the hell has a pet chimp?
Okay. Okay. Interesting. It seem if the if the budget is low enough, then that means that this is like a all out of ideas. So we pick this one situation, or this is a passion project, or someone really thinks this is a good movie. Horror. I like how there's one tag. Is there romance in it? No. It's literally one thing happens. Okay. I don't know. It seemed a little funny. Did the monkey is it getting bigger? It seemed like that one shot like he's gigantic. You know, that would have been really cool. You know? See, maybe that would have been better. It's like a magical curse that the gorilla, whatever it is, the monkey, grows bigger when there's more people around it. And then they realized that some guy, as they died, the monkey's getting smaller. I don't know. Something like that. You know what I mean? Like, they figure out, like, oh, we know how to beat it. You know, we all have to be killed or leave or something. And the thing would get small again. And not as aggressive. This seems weird. I hope they do it. An hour and a half. I hope they do it. An hour and 29 if you want to be specific. Meaning they... do you guys have another minute? Nope. That's it. Like, all right. Not even like a they rendered extra space or a black screen or something. So now we can read some reviews for the movie. There's only 35. First one, 7 out of 10 stars. Dangerously close to human. Meet Ben, chimpanzee. This film reminds me of an incident of Travis the chimp on February 16, 2009. At around 3:40 p.m., Travis, Charla Nash, chimpanzee attack victim. What? They thought that he was family. This film is a blast. It's bloody, hilarious, and so much freaking fun. This is some... Who wrote this? The kills are insane. It's a white-knuckled, full of natural horror chaos. It's like Halloween meets Cujo. Oh, that's cool. Interesting. You know, they could... a dog that was betrayed. It comes back. It's like, you know, like, but Halloween. And it was a mask. It's a human mask. Oh, that'd be kind of fun. A chimpanzee that pretends to be a human. The kills are insane. It's a white knuckle, whatever. The score is thunderous, completely unhinged in the best way best way and wildly enjoyable from start to finish. If you want to be scared out of your seat, this film is for you. Interesting. Okay, maybe the twist is good. 6 out of 10, exactly what you expect to see. Bloody and awful. Interesting. Primate leans fully into its identity as a bloody, horror-driven experience. For the most part, it succeeds. The core idea is intriguing. The filmmakers execute it with a clear understanding of what horror audience expect. Tension, violence, and a steady stream of visceral moments. The film delivers plenty of gore, firmly placing itself in the slasher bloody horror subgenre. While it doesn't attempt to reinvent the wheel, it embraces familiar tropes with confidence. The cast performs well across the board, grounding the chaos with believable reactions, commitment to the material. The locations are another highlight, adding atmosphere and helping the film maintain a strong visual identity. Direction is solid and focused, ensuring the pacing really drags and the horror beats land effectively. Primate knows its limits and never overreaches. It offers exactly what it promises. No more and no less. As a result, it comfortably holds its place within the horror genre. Ultimately, it's an entertaining, straightforward horror film and generally a fun watch for fans of a bloody genre cinema. Interesting. 6 out of 10. There's something wrong with Ben. 9 out of 10. Simple, yet very effective. Okay. Well, maybe I read this one. Primate is much better than it has any right to be. A thoroughly enjoyable horror flick that isn't here to reinvent the genre, but just to do it very effectively. It has the right amount of horror that is perfectly timed. It also has some very tense sequences that are filmed spectacularly with the chimpanzee perfectly seen in the background, maximizing tension. The gore is surprising and looks fantastic. Speaking of looks, the chimpanzee looked very realistic and you never looked off-putting to take you out of the experience. Probably a real monkey. The score is a really nice synth soundtrack that harkens back to an 80s John Carpenter movie and really makes it feel like this could have been something from the 80s. That's cool. You know, maybe that's what it is. They're too modern. The idea isn't modern. The style needs to go with the old school story that will result in an 80s John Carpenter movie. Maybe that's what's going on. The filming technique, everything is updated. You know, like a modern one, but if you square, like change the aspect ratio and make things look grainier or something, it probably would help with it. You know? I bet you it's that. The films look too clear. You can't get into it. I don't know. The horror hounds and gore hounds must go out and see Primate. Best experience in a crowded theater. My audience loved it. That's probably so much fun. I was dialed in the whole movie, and Primate is a movie that just does everything right. Wow. Okay. 9 out of 10, all right? Now we drop 5 stars, and we hit a 4 out of 10. Explain that to me, would ya? It seems like ever since Jaws, it's called Just Junk, by the way. It seems like ever since Jaws, the horror movie industry has been searching for another deadly animal thriller to make some bank. Thus, we've been presented with nonsense like Anaconda and various other horror flicks featuring bats, rats, alligators, crocodiles, lions, etc. And now we have Primate. Same crap, different animal. Aside from the fact that it's just another attrition horror, it features a ridiculously looking... What? It features a ridiculously fake-looking chimp? Like, the other one just said it looked good. And then mixes in a serial of laughable character massacres that honestly left a lot of the audience giggling. I laughed. Okay, you saw me. I laughed, all right? It's hard. Horror movies are hard for me because I like film so much. I end up seeing how they filmed it. I'm just in my head, I'm thinking, oh, the camera's there. Wow. The planning. It's hard for me to get into a horror film because, I don't know. It's just not real. I don't really get scared. Some films, if they're done right, you know, I can feel it, but it's hard. I don't know. For me, it's hard to get into these types of movies. It looked funny. Some of it, but okay, but I guess it's okay. You know, some people laugh when they're scared, you know, to like calm themselves. In a time when the movie industry is struggling and superhero genre movies are getting lambasted for the same old tropes. Jump scares, anyone? I have to wonder how garbage like this gets a pass. It's because the budget is very low. rather than $80 million and it has to make over 300 million or whatever, 200, too much with that. Make a $20 million movie. People don't have money. People are expecting a $500 million movie or $1 billion film. Just make a $20 movie. You don't have to do all of this. You know, and then if you make $5,000, you've profited. If you make $10,000, you're a blockbuster. Make it for as cheap as you can. You know, that's why that stupid Greenland movie. That's stupid. But the budget was low. It was 30 million or 40. It made 76 or whatever. It was technically like it worked. Like I think Marty Supreme, right? It bombed, but financially it's good. Anyway, there's lots of examples like that. 2 out of 10, just a dumpster fire. Oh my God. It's hard to see to think if this is a fake review, right? Because they could have put 10 out of 10 and been more robotic, you know, AI-like. But the way this guy speaks or whatever and types, I think this is real. This seems like a real, you know, like a human wrote it, not an AI, right? Just junk. Man, if a human realizes that if an AI realizes that humans don't know how to spell or whatever, they could easily just misspell a word and you're going to think it's a human. Which is very scary. 4 out of 10, just junk. I mean, yeah, it could be. I mean, what would the twist be? I don't get it. What would the twist be? You know? Like a dark, bitter chocolate. A fun ride. 8 out of 10 stars, surprisingly good. So now I'll check if there is any financial information, which I highly doubt. Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to say that this movie, hour and a half, it has a good chance to pop. But I feel like it's going to flop. It's going to be fun. And people don't know how to end a movie. I don't get it. I'm thinking of, like, all the time I think of a twist. I'm like, oh, that'd be a really good twist. And you write backwards from that, right? If this Primate movie, I don't know. Did they think of the twist? You know, the monkey has a sense of humor and it was testing them. And, you know, and then at the end, the twist is the monkey goes, just kidding, or it signs it. It's like, JK. It's like, you know, like, that would be hilarious. I think that would be so funny. I don't know. It has a good chance to pop. I guess, ultimately, this film is, I guess, gonna flop, I think. Most likely. Like all the rest, right? Okay, the next movie is called I Was a Stranger. Very interesting. Filmed in 2024, I guess. PG-13, an hour and 43 minutes. Interesting. Pretty cool. Arabic. Oh, drama. Wait, this was... Okay, never mind. 9.3. Jesus. It's better than Breaking Bad. I think. No way. Yeah. 5 strangers are pulled together, colliding on a single night where survival is uncertain. Brant Anderson. The year of writer-director. Yasmin Al-Masari, Yanya Mahaney, Omar Sy. Brant Anderson, let's check this guy out. What has he... Whoa, that's interesting. We're directed live action. Cool. Oh, that was earlier. Interesting. Let's see what else he's done. If I Was a Stranger, The November Man with Pierce Brosnan, Broken City. Wow. Mark Wahlberg and Russell Crowe? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Okay. American Made. Jeez, these are some big movies. 9.3. Jeez, look at the ratings. Oh my God. American Made was... I thought it was funny. 7.1. Okay. That's random. Well, I don't know. Maybe I hope this guy has a good movie to direct or whatever. All right, let's check out this trailer.
After tonight, we get out of here for good.
Anyone ready to start their new lives? The boat will leave tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. precisely. I'm offering one-way non-stop ticket to Greece. It will cost you $2,000 for an adult, $1,500 for a child.
This is everything I have. I give you the thing that's most important to you. And I trust you with what's most important to me.
I'm ready to go now.
Where should we go?
Someplace better.
Good.
My people, what guarantees they make it safely?
Baba, inafikiindi na.
It'll be okay. Find the heart in a fence. Keep going till you get to the sea. Everybody on that boat now!
Wow, by Angel. They did David, if you were wondering. That is okay. Well, cool. I mean, it looks real, right? It looks like a realistic movie. I'm assuming the stuff that's going on over in the Middle East, right? I don't know how political it is. It looks slightly neutral. It was PG-13, right? A lot of people are going to be able to see this film. Yasmin Al-Masri. Wow. A lot of, I bet you they will be showing up in other movies this year. Watch. I mean, a few of them. Interesting. You know, sometimes you'll see like an actual, like a Hollywood celebrity in here. You'll see someone who like works abroad or something like that. Like does other like, yeah, independent side projects and all that. We can read out some views really quick. There's only 4, so it'll be a quick one. 4 reviews. The first one is 6 out of 10 stars. It's a good film. It has flaws. I would say Stranger is an emotionally grounded and thoughtful film that focuses on the Syrian refugee crisis through a human-centered lens. Angel Studios. It's restrained and it has a restrained and a respectful approach. Cool. It shows off as strong as the film succeeds in showing the sheer desperation and uncertainty faced by refugees attempting to escape war. The tension of being at sea, the fear of the unknown, and the vulnerability of people who cannot swim or defend themselves are all effectively conveyed. There is a quiet intensity to these moments that makes the danger feel real, not exaggerated, and the refugees themselves are the emotional anchor of the story. Where the film begins more divisive in its structure, the chapter-based storytelling, which retells the same events through different perspectives, like weapons, becomes repetitive rather than revelatory. Yeah. Well, this device can work in other films. Here, it often feels unnecessary. We watching the same sequence through the eyes of a Coast Guard member, a boat captain, or a bystander adds limited new insight, and it frequently disrupts the emotional momentum built around the refugees themselves. Instead of deepening the experience, a shift sometimes dilute it. Okay? Sometimes dilutes it. These shifts sometimes dilute it. The pacing also suffers as a result. Although the film is not especially long, it feels longer due to the repetition and constant perspective changes. I want to edit Weapons because I bet you it's like a 25-minute story or 30. Like Tenet, you know, you can find a video of all 4 scenes when they go into the airport, the free port, you know? So I want to do one of weapons and line up all the stories, because it's all the same thing. By the third or fourth chapter, the impact of the story weakens, not because it lacks importance, but because the film struggles to distinguish one viewpoint from another in a meaningful way. Interestingly, despite Angel Studios' usual emphasis on overt spirituality, As a Stranger takes a far more subtle approach. Themes of hope, compassion, and perseverance are present, but the film stops short of offering explicit spiritual reflection or guidance. For some viewers, this restraint will feel refreshing. For others, it may feel like a missed opportunity to explore deeper moral or faith-driven questions. Overall, As a Stranger is a sincere, well-intentioned film with a powerful subject at its core. While its structure and repetition limit its emotional payoff, it remains a respectful and worthwhile portrayal of a humanitarian crisis. It may not fully deliver the catharsis it aims for, but it succeeds in reminding viewers of the real people behind the headlines. Yeah, I mean, you know, at film festivals, yeah, this movie is definitely gonna be awesome. 10 out of 10 movie filming experience. So dark. The cinematography was incredible. Acting was absolutely gripping. Difficult to watch. I bet you it's sad. I bet you I'd probably tear up. Probably. I bet you there'd be some of those sad moments. 10 out of 10, The Stranger's Case is a masterpiece. 10 out of 10, a deeply moving drama on refugees that interweaves the lives of 5 families on 4 continents. Oh, so it goes to each family. So the bomb hits, right? And then it goes 10 minutes, bomb explodes. Next family, 10 minutes, bomb explodes, right? Like weapons, right? And those are all the reviews. Interesting. We'll see if there is any budget information. Usually there isn't, like usual. Yep, nothing. So I'm going to say, 9 stars is insane. So I don't know. I'm going to say this movie will definitely flop and then probably make up the money later on streaming. But this isn't a mainstream film. That's probably why it's going to definitely flop. And the last movie is called Is This Thing On? Sounds like something else. It seems more like maybe like I guess like a stand-up thing. I don't know. 2025, rated R, 2 hours and 1 minute. Jesus. Directed by Bradley Cooper and written by... What? Wow, okay. Comedy drama. Interesting. As their marriage unravels, Alex faces middle age and divorce, seeking new purpose in the New York comedy scene. Meanwhile, his wife, Tess, confronts sacrifices made for their family, forcing them to navigate co-parenting and identities. Interesting. Will Arnett, Laura Dern, and Andrew Day. This is so random. Bradley Cooper wrote this?
Another one?
Okay, here is the trailer.
Yeah, one up.
All right, Alex Novak, downstairs in 2 minutes.
That's me.
Well, you better head down there then.
Where?
Just straight behind you, down the stairs.
Hey, what up, man? How you doing? You see the light? Just get off, all right?
Straight women's experiences.
Just talk to him, have fun.
Okay.
Tell a joke.
I think I'm getting a divorce. What tipped me off was that I'm living in an apartment on my own. Yeah. And my wife and kids don't live there. That was probably the biggest clue. Not exactly sure what happened. Came home from work one day. Someone said, "Is this thing over?" Pretty sure it was her. Probably should have paid attention. That's what she meant about not paying attention.
A real relationship is finding somebody you can also be unhappy with. Somebody who has your back. You stopped having each other's backs.
So what, you tell jokes?
Well, I mean, I try. It's more like kind of funny stories from my life. And
Oh, honey, I had no idea your life was this bad.
Yeah, what's funny about your life?
This is why she threw you out!
Are you gonna be okay?
I'm gonna be okay. I'll be okay.
Wow, he's almost emulating Bradley Cooper. He almost kind of looks like him. Look at this picture. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Oh, yeah, he definitely looks like him. That is, I mean, they should do Face Off again with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta in the back. And then these two take the main roles. Here are all the actors: Will Arnett, Laura Dern. How's she related to Bruce Dern? Oh, the daughter. Wow, that's cool. That's awesome. And all these other people. Wow, Bradley Cooper plays balls? Okay. Blake Kane, Calvin Negaton, Scotland, Sean Hayes, Sirene Hines, Amy Sedaris, Peyton Manning. What? What movie is this? Chloe Radcliffe, James Tom. I don't know any of these. Reggie Conquest. Isn't this guy? He looks very familiar. Scream. This thing on. Seems familiar. Anyways, cool. And then read some reviews really quick. 5 out of 10. Overwrought and underwritten. What? How's that possible? Interesting premise. Depressed guy tries out stand-up, but a weak one. And I was curious to see how they stretch it into a feature narrative. Oh no. Bottom line, they didn't. There's so much wasted space in this. So many actorly scenes that go nowhere and provide zero illumination. All this feels so labored and contrived, like he did in Maestro. Bradley Cooper mistakes babble for profundity and confusion for illumination. What purpose exactly did Bradley Cooper's character serve? Why? He just needed to be in the movie, probably. Why did Arnett's character try to walk past a doorman with a mess of a burrito in his mitt, and the rest of it slathered all over his face? How old is he supposed to be? 12? Also, he doesn't have $15 to get into the club, but has money to buy a cocktail. All stuff you find yourself ruminating upon instead of what, presumably, the director would like you to focus on. And what exactly was the purpose of Sean Hayes' character? It seems to have been a sop to the Smartless Love in podcast. Oh, yes. Okay, that's true. They were missing the other guy. And don't even get me started on that Amazing Grace scene. Oh, jeez. This movie has been a stretch at 90 minutes, but at 2 hours and 5 minutes. Come on. Still got to be grateful, I guess, that such a dialogue-heavy movie exists at all in 25. How far the industry has sunk if this is what we're grateful for. 30, come on. I know. That's stupid. Boring and not real. 6 out of 10. Jackson Maine should have done stand-up. 3 out of 10. Is this for real? 7 out of 10. Arnett and Dern are on, even if the story isn't. Well, I'm sure they're fine. Actors act. The actors act what the director gives them. The writer. It's not these people's fault. Of course they're going to do well. Well, anyways, those are all the reviews. I guess, let's see if there is a budget. Most likely not. And there actually is. $1 million. It's grossed $1 million. $1 million. Do you think the budget was $40 million? Oh my God. It says that it looks like this is a passion project or something. So it could have been Bradley Cooper's own money even. So kind of like it's going to flop. This movie will flop, but technically on paper, Bradley Cooper will probably pay the loss, you know, and then it'll turn out like a fine, whatever. But anyway, so yeah, I think this movie is definitely going to flop. All right, now to wrap up this video, Greenland 2 Migration, it's gonna be profitable, like slightly, I guess. Primate's gonna flop. I feel like Greenland 2 is gonna flop. Primate 2 flop. I Was a Stranger also probably gonna. These are all gonna flop, honestly. They're not gonna make a lot of money, but the 2 first ones, Greenland, will be profitable, I guess, slightly. And that's it. All right, well, that wraps up this episode of pop or flop. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Comment down below about what you think about these movies, if you're going to see any, well, how much you think they're going to make, which ones are going to flop, which are going to pop. And then on Monday, we will see how they turned out.